Now we're going to focus on how do we run a profit and loss, which is basically your income statement. So again, I'm just going to go to my favorites, but if you haven't marked it as a favorite, you would basically go and find the report below, or you could actually type in here, profit. I just typed PROF and you can see it's bringing up some options for me. So I'm going to click on profit and loss and it will take me directly to the report. So that is an alternate. So when I open up the profit and loss, you can see that my screen again on the right-hand side, it's opened up my profit and loss and it's got a date range. Like we had with the trial balance, we had to select a date. It's got a compare with, it's got compare tracking categories, and it's got a filter. I am going to minimize the screen on the left-hand side. So just for now, and then I will explain to you what is in there shortly. So we're going to click on minimize. So like we did with the trial balance, you have to actually tell Xero what period are you looking for. So because this is your profit and loss, where also known as your income statement, which means it's showing you all of your income and expenses for a period. We now have to tell Xero, okay, what period am I looking for? So again, if I click on the little arrow, it will give me certain selections. It'll give me an option. So it'll ask you for this month, for this quarter, this financial year, or last month, last quarter, last financial year, and there's a whole lot of options, or you can manually put in the range. So for now, I am going to go with this financial year. Just for information purposes, my Xero file currently only has transactions for January and February. I have not done anything else. Again, like we had with the trial balance, there is an option to compare. I'm going to say on none because I don't have any other financial information in my Xero file. But if I did, I could choose 1 year or 2 years. And then it would just basically, if I do the 1 year and I just click on update, I just want to show you. See, it now brings in a 2024 column. So for our purposes, I'm actually going to go back and say none, right? The compare tracking categories, I'm going to explain that in a separate video. So for now, we're going to ignore what's in here. But basically, this is where I would be able to select a specific project or multiple projects. But for now, we're not going to choose any of them. Under my filter, again, I'm not going to choose anything there. So as it is, I'm just going to run an income statement for my organization as a whole. I don't want to compare it to anything, and I'm going to click on update. So when I do that, you can see this is now my income statement. So it's showing me grant income, my donations received, and it's showing me my profit that I've made. If I want to export, just like with the trial balance, I click on export and I can export it as a PDF or I can export it as an Excel. I just want to show you. So currently you can see your trial balance does not have any account numbers, right? Or sorry, your income statement, your profit loss has no income, no account numbers. If you do want to add in, so you can, if you click on more, and if you go on account codes, I just tick that and then I click on update. And now you can see my profit and loss is showing me all of my different income and expenses with my account numbers. Now I want to show you what is on the left-hand side of the screen. So if I click on this little arrow, it now opens up on the left different types of things that you can do in Xero. So you can see it's asking me, it's showing me that I'm using the Xero standard profit and loss. We can customize reports. We will cover that in another session. It's also then showing me that there are different formats or different types of reports that I could run. So for example, I'm not going to do budget variance now because I will do that as a separate recording. I can do my current and my previous 3 financial months, or I can do my current financial year by month. So if you see, once I click on that, the screen now changes, and now you can see I've got an income statement per month. As I had said earlier, my income statement, I had only captured so far 2 months in this file, so obviously I don't have transactions beyond February. The filters is if I wanted to filter on a specific project, which for today's exercise, for now, I'm not going to cover that. If I wanted to do a month-to-date comparison, you'll see, and then it's asking me, so I just want to go this financial year and see it's comparing with my previous year. So if I say none and I click update, It's just going to show me this information. So this is actually not something that we usually use. Year-to-date comparison, yes, you can utilize this if you've got multiple years in Xero. Now, this is a nice one. You compare projects. So if you are using tracking categories in Xero and you have multiple projects, you can actually run a report which shows you each project against the other. So as a whole, you can see that for my organization, I've got 3 projects. Project A is making a profit. Project B has a huge profit. Project C has a loss. But then I've got unassigned. Unassigned means these are transactions that I didn't allocate to any specific project when I was doing the processing, right? And like with all of them, you can actually just export. So that is your profit and loss statement.